There we go. Okay, we're up and running. So hello everybody, welcome to some more Super Robot War 30. We are officially in the end game. Finally. Oh yeah, and I also went and did a thing. Where is she? Yeah, I kinda went a little nuts. I told you guys eventually I would, and look at that damage on full impact black hole cannon right there. Then it could go a little bit higher, because why not? Told you guys I would max out Oz at some point. And I'm guessing I'm gonna have to like toss all my money at her from now until the end to, you know, make that happen. I don't know. Also, Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. That's when we're streaming this. AOS subjugation wave operate by influencing the human subconscious. I was hoping we could use them to bring Sakura back to consciousness, but it didn't work, did it? It's never that easy, huh? Well, I'm just glad to have her back in one piece. Chief, I owe you all, and stood your ground like you did. Sakura would never want to even be here now. For the last 10 years. Sorry, hold on a second. For some reason, chat. Okay, I think I got it right. Sorry. It was looking kinda funky for some reason. No, today I've been having weird computer issues. Like my shit's been running slower and like the internet's been weird. I don't know. Hey, the power of science. The more it advances, the more we find solution to our problems. One day, someone will find a way to wake up my Sakura. I believe so too. Go ahead, Makoto. Don't you give up either now. I'm sure that one day even the whole issue with evolutors and kids will be solved. Thank you, Chief. Oh, but we're gonna be fine. Really, we decided together that we won't have any children the normal way. But doesn't mean we won't have any at all. We can take in children who don't have parents and we'll still have a family. I just realized it after thinking about Mamoru and Yukimi. It's not some idea of blood that brings warmth to a home. Family's more than that. And trust me, blood relations aren't always all they're cracked up to be. We know one or two things about that, eh, sis? Keep that up and good doctor's going to have a sneezing fit in the hangar. Oh, I gotta see that. I'm off to the hangar. Take care of the rest here, Chief Mavie. No, dude, I'm looking forward to seeing Genesect Gaigar restored to its full glory. Dr. Raiga, you come down with something? Maybe, but for some reason I can't stop sneezing. Ain't no viruses in Antarctica. It's gotta be something else. At least pretend to show some concern for your old man kids these days. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean, Renai. I would learn to accept it, Shigeru. Some bonds just can't be broken, no matter how much you hammer them. Well, anyway, how's Genesect looking? Would you like to be the one to answer that, Dr. Raiga? Oh, would I? Gather around, people. This is some serious stuff. I get all the people involved with the green plant, but why do we have to hear about it? Do you know? Genesect Gaigar's just right was removed with Hell and Heaven. We were able to avoid a major explosion. The damage is pretty basic. The purification removed all traces of 000. As far as physical repairs go, we are pretty much done. This is wonderful. Then Guy will be able to pilot Genesect Gaigar again. The battles are definitely more and more intense, so this is definitely good news. But here's the serious stuff. Genesect Galleon and Genesect machines were severely eroded by 000. They're not fully operational. The Genesect machines' control cores could all operate on their own back then. They're saying they won't wake up again? I have honestly no idea. I think their self-repair systems are working even as we speak, but I couldn't tell you whether they'll be done in a few days, a few months, or a few years. So they won't be ready for our upcoming battle. Well, I wouldn't say that, you see. Cut to the chase already, y'all fart. Let me guess, you're gonna have 6 people do fusion with the machines to control them in place of the control cores. How did you know? Ha, that was a shot in the dark, but looks like I hit the bullseye. Aw, come on, had it all planned with all the tension leading up to the dramatic reveal. Uncle Raiga, who will be the 6 people. You probably already figured it out, but they're already here. Mamoru, Yukimi, Mikoto, my sweet Renee, and finally Keita and Hinoki. Say what? I can understand the holders of the G-Stone and the J-Jewel as well as a semi-evolutor like Miss Mikoto, but why include the 2 of us? Yeah, I mean, we're dual kind, sure, but that means our brains are special. We got normal, squishy human bodies. Ah, that's the thing, kid. It's your brains that matter. Exactamundo, the plan is to have you all fuse with the Genesec machines and create a neural network with all the super AIs under repair. And it's certainly the fastest way to replace the super AIs, and only dual kinds will be able to perform such a feat. This is the plan. What say you? I'd like to confirm we're all on the same page. This means reviving Genesec, I'm in. Of course I agree, both as an Earthling and as a member of GGG. More than happy to help, Guy. You freed me from the Conqueror's control, I guess I owe you this much. If I'm with Kay, I mean Officer Aono, then I'll do it. If I'm with Hinoki, then I'm okay with it too. Put me in the Lion, the Black Swan, whatever you want. Actually, you two are going to take those drill moles out for a spin. Hey, are you saying we belong at a combiner's feet? Then it's settled. Mamoru Mami will take Genesec Galleon. Ikumi Kaido will take Gadget Gao. Rene Shishio will take Broken Gao. Mikoto Utsugi will take Protect Gao. Keita Aono will take Spiral Gao. Hinoki Sai will take Straight Gao. And Guy Shishio will be in charge of the combined form. These are the fusion personnel of Final Gao Gaigar. Final Gao Gaigar? Indeed, Genesec Gao Gaigar. The original was resurrected in the Trinary Solar System, and now it is being born anew in order to bring an end to every and all conflicts. That is Final Gao Gaigar, a name that carries our hopes. To symbolize that, look here, I've had this mark engraved on Final Gao Gaigar's back. These are all the GGG emblems, past and present, merged together. Correct, the emblems fill with all of our hopes and dreams. I call it the GGG Gathering emblem. Why do you just keep repeating what he's saying, Guy? I understand, Chief. We'll fight to bring an end to this war alongside my comrades, bravely displaying that emblem on my back. Guy. Nope. We're detecting warping in the dimensional boundaries along our course. Mobile team, prepare to scramble. Consider our current situation. It must be the Quasters. Well, that's a problem. We need more time to finish prepping up Final Gao Gaigar. Then we'll have to deploy in our usual machines. No, stay here. What? But why? The final King of Braves must be completed as soon as possible. Of course I agree, but they are also coming. They, you mean the Bettermen? Is it time for a final confrontation, Lamia? Future at stake versus... Well, there's all of our Gao Gaigar units. I thought they weren't launching, though. Oh. Really? Huh, kind of surprised with some of these people not actually hitting 100 yet. Let's see. 5 left. Sure, go with that. The mole team has been scrambled. Everyone is here at the Dry Cruise. I want to say a few words. Today marks the beginning of a new battle. Like you, I'll be wagering my life in this conflict. Thus I ask you, please lend me your strength to me and to all of humanity. Of course, we're all in this together. We're all counting on you, Mitsuba, I mean it. We've always shared the same ideals, no matter how we express them. That's just as true as it has ever been. Yeah, Dry Cruise wouldn't be the same without you, Commander Mitsuba. If you're up for it, then so are we. Everyone. Don't go thanking us or anything. You don't even need to ask. There's a reason we're all here together. So let's do our best, Captain Mitsuba, together. Yes. Captain. Come on, don't you want to say something too? It's okay, they've always said what I wanted to say. Thank you, Oz. The captain wouldn't be back on her feet if it weren't for you. Let's keep supporting her together. Quasters incoming! There's so many of them. They no longer have a reason to hold back now that they see us as a real threat. Ever since this Magister made the Antarctic Proclamation, the Quasters have been showing up all over the solar system. We must show them that we are more than willing to oppose their egotistical agenda. Copy that, we'll do our best. If they won't understand through discussion, then we'll just have to beat some sense into them. We have to make them realize they're doing the exact same thing Eos did back then. And that's why we can't lose this fight. Dry Cruise, commence the attack. To protect the future of mankind, the Quasters must be defeated. Oh, like you needed to tell me to use this rep game. Yeah, 285 accuracy. I guess that's pretty high. Alright, Oz. Dive deep and show everyone how it's done. Let's do what we can, the best we can together, Cat. The real battle begins now. I protect you, and together we will protect what we hold dear. Didn't you already, like, say that in, like, the last mission or something like that? Oh no, I feel like that was a repeated line. Yep, seems about right. Let's get this done too. Oh, damn it. Breaking water. There we go, Mika. Oh my gosh, she's already in range of that guy over there. Oh, I didn't change Quattro's music. There it was. Wait, oh damn it, I didn't actually save it! Oh no, wait, it did. Okay. So why did it ask me to save and I hit no on accident there, so I... Yeah, whatever, I guess. Not bad initial damage there. Now that I think about it, do the big guys leading these guys actually have freaking command too? Like last time? Yeah, chain of command still in play. Oh, nice. Also nice. Try to go for the farther guys, just so that the slower people actually have a something they can just attack. Huh, it's worth to actually have hit odds on Lelouch. There he is. Ah, he dodged. Just had that feeling, you know? Very nice. Oh no. Yeah, no matter where I move them, they're gonna be stuck in water. There's all those guys over there, too. Oh, I forgot you had that. Can't go wrong with more morale. Yep, there we go. Figured that would finish pumping everybody up. Of course, Koji can just melt these guys. Quite literally, almost. Gonna grab these two specifically to try to, you know, get them on land over here. Okay, there you go.
Here's a keeper.
Oh, and he looks so like he's miserable in his thunder shirt. Since, you know, people tend to let off fireworks during these kind of things. And Kiba doesn't like fireworks, huh, bud? Oh, bud. Safety goes. Dang it. Here's your short range on your beam saber, dude. Oh, hi. He can't actually get in range of this guy with his beam saber. Huh, wonder where he's using grid beam. Watch, he's gonna crit and kill him. Aw, come on, crit man! You're not living up to your legacy. Oh, Koji's about to get a lot of kills, ain't he? Very nice. We've almost closed the gap and have equal amount of people on the field. Aw, you didn't crit that time. Yeah, sure, try to snipe Camille. See how that gets ya. Almost one-shot that guy. I'm amazed no one's actually targeted freaking Oz, who's right out in front there.
調子でいければ愚かと言われようと命には意味がある。タイミング一瞬だ。お前たちに問う権利とは何だ。
Oh, there we go. She can kill this guy with just the photon rifle.
Sweet Jesus.
She has 100% crit rate. God, I could solo this game with her now, couldn't I? You and oh no, he's not. Oh, that's a chain of command, dude. There goes most of your accuracy.
Oh, Genesis Galleon and the Genesis machines are ready to go. All right, final fusion approved. Everyone, let's do it. Final fusion. Final Gar! The final King of Braves. The ultimate Gar, bringing the technology of Earth in harmony with its alien origins. That's what we've been waiting for, our King of Braves. You ready to stomp some faces, guy? Yes, I've never been more ready. Final Gar is filled with everyone's hopes, everyone's dreams, and everyone's bravery. That's why it won't lose to anyone. Final Gar shows just what you can do. Let's go, guy.
Even Makoto gets one of those outfits, apparently.
Let's. All of our hopes and dreams for the future have merged in a single form. This is our combined bravery. This is final Gar.
So wait. Oh my. Oh. Oh my gosh. Just the freaking spirit list here is insane.
Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6 different variants of bravery and love on hand that we can just use whenever. The even better part is that you could actually give SP ups to all of them to, you know, further boost how much SP they have for casting.
Oh my.
Oh, he doesn't have the morale to bust that out? Come on.
Amoru, I'm here, guy. Ikumi, ready. Renee, just say the word. Hinoki, I've mustered up my bravery. Keita, today I'm a brave too. Makoto, wherever you go, I'll be there with you, guy. Their lives, their bravery are in my hands. I'll war final Gar. Our powers combined will bring an end to this war in every war.
Okay then. Well, this is one way to level everybody up. Sure, I suppose the guys are up here now. Really need to get him out of the water. There we go.
やっていいの？ああ、思う存分暴れてこい。あんたじゃ俺に捕まえた。
And of course, excelling can hit basically anybody on the field. What? Oh wait, there's the guy right here. Oh god.
行くぜサイバスター。行くぞ。サイバーの剣。とどめだ。アークシ君。バサルカ。
You can go up here.
戦うなんてコックピットを避けて行動不能にするんだ。頼みますよキャリバーさん。アクセスコードグリッドマンキャリバー。俺を使え。グリッドキャリバー。お前たちに問う合理性とは何だ。クエスターズがいる限りお前の存在は不要。
I did pretty okay damage there, I guess. Wait, does he have... No, I never did give him hit and run, did I? I swear my main reason of spamming, well, for cheer spam with Umi kinda doesn't apply anymore now, does it? The fin funnels were barely not enough, so he's gotta use Vulcans of all things. Yep. There's only 9 of them left. Kinda surprised plot hasn't really kicked off yet. Well, beyond us getting Genesis Galgaiar. I would hesitate any longer as captain of the Dry Cruise and as a member of the Dry Striker. Yeah, I got them mixed up. I will fight alongside my comrades to protect what I treasure. Barely alive. I swear that melt animation looks so goofy. Or sprite, I guess, a better way to put it. Guess it's not really an animation, is it? We keep hitting the jackpot on the XP we get in this fight, apparently. Yeah, I get Hyper Mega Launcher. Really? Why does everyone just keep on ignoring Oz over there? Do they all know that she can one-shot him? Let's we'll let the ships finish these off. Except for them. We'll keep the Dry Strugger on standby in case I need to, like, shove everybody in a ship, you know? All Quacer forces have been eliminated. Aw yeah, how's that for final Gal Gaigar's first battle? Huh? Not over yet. The Betterman! It's been a long time coming. Betterman Lamia, are you here to settle your score with me? That is correct, Evolutor Guy. You are the source of evil, and we, the Somnium, we are always fated to fight. And that's what you want? I'm ready to fight you. Hold up, Guy. You said you'd be doing this on your own. You're a comrade. If someone shows up and declares you their enemy, then they're going to have to deal with all of us. Everyone! It's like you said earlier, Guy. We want to bring an end to this entire war. We've been fighting together for a long time. That's not about to change now. Now there you have it. Come on, people. It's time for the Dry Cruise versus Betterman. Lamia, you've saved me more times than I can remember in the past, but if you're going up against Guy, so be it. You can fight as a group if that is your desire. It is one to us. The decisive battle against the so-called King of Braves? Now that piques my interest. This must be done for the sake of the time of Patria. Come. Let's go, everyone. Guy, we just finished prepping the latest tool. This is the Goldion armor. Handle it with care. Copy that. With our strengths combined, we will win this battle without fail. I warn you, Bettermen, in the end, victory goes to those with bravery. In the other words, to us. How much HP you get? Over 100,000 at the very least. Oh, you have Supreme. Of course you would. Supreme's always a dick. Any other... nothing else major, looks like. I will admit, this is something of a curiosity for me. Whoops. What the hell? Where there is? Ah, ran out of SP. Gotta set up our usual stuff. Oh hey, she isn't actually in a, you know, will one-shot territory for him.
but I'm gonna guess she gets close. No chance to the crit, I just realized. Damn! She just did 100,000 damage! Yeah, she just did that much damage. Wait, okay, yeah, he has potential level 6. Goldion Finger is a range 1 attack, huh? He can't reach. There we go. Try to get that good old surround bonus going. Oh, he's already got persist up. Oh crap! Okay, he won't murder him with this, and he can't crit. Leave it to Mika to go and just finish this guy off with ease. Here we go. Upon this day, we conclude our fated duel. Now accept your challenge, Betterman. I won't let you take Mikoto's life or mine. We're all fighting to live because we are humans, living creatures. Behold, Betterman, this is the power of our life. Looks more like wings than armor. This hand of mine glows with an awesome power. Its roaring grip tells me to stomp evil. Alternatively, talk to the hand.
Victory is ours, better men! We acknowledge our defeat, children of man. Tell me, Lamia, why did we have to fight like this? Yeah, I thought you guys had a symbiotic relationship with humans or something. With humans, certainly. With evolutors, not quite. A hybrid between man and machine is not a human, that is our conclusion. And yet we were defeated. Evolutor Guy, the time of Patria is now beyond our reach. Even so, I would like to thank you for agreeing to our fated duel. What is this light? About 10 years ago, according to the human calendar, a certain spirit wandered inside my sepulchrum. While I've enjoyed having conversation partner, I've noticed a certain desire to leave in recent years. That wish should be granted. Chief Abakamatsu, come to the laboratory immediately! Why, what's going on? Well, I guess you'd like to hear her over the intercom. Where am I? What is this place? Sakura, you're awake? Good morning, Dad. Sakura! Sakura! So her consciousness was with the better men. Where are you going, Lamia? We have always dwelled within the depths of the unknowable. We once again return to the shadows until the next source of evil threatens the existence of man. Wait, Betterman. You've returned Sakura's soul back to us, and for that I thank you, but would you really say this is over? What do you mean? Humanity's not out of danger yet. If we lose any of the upcoming battles, mankind may very well be annihilated. My, that is certainly right. If Usomnian can truly only coexist with humanity, then your battle is not over yet. Evolutor Guy. What is it, Betterman Lamia? Your words speak truth. If man requires our strength, then call upon us. You're going to help us? Until we reach the time of Patria. They're gone! No, Lamia's by our side, I'm sure of it. He promised the others would help us, and I believe him. Then they're gonna fight with us! Thank you, Betterman. From now on, you're also our comrades. We'll fight together for the future of humanity. Yeah, you get them just by beating them with Guy in this fight. Oh, that we return to the orbit base and prepare our countermeasures. Understood, Special Chief. The GDF has announced that they'll soon be leading an assault on the Woolgaru's gate. The device that allows the Woolgaru to enter our solar system, right? An operation of that magnitude is basically an open challenge to the Woolgaru. You'll most likely be asked to join them. Good luck. Sakura wants to go with you guys. I'm not about to deny her wish. Thank you for having me, everyone. Is she always just stuck in that chair? Yeah, even in like that art, she's stuck in the chair thing. Welcome aboard, Sakura. Let's do our best for the sake of the world. Use final Gout Guy Gar. Well, yeah, here. Remember, everyone has to work together for it to function. That means Guy, Makoto, Renee, Mamoru, Kaido, Hinoki, and Keita. So in order to deploy final Gout Guy Gar, we won't be able to use Gout Figar, Gout Guy Go, or the Kakusage V2. That sets it up, so use it only if the situation calls for it. After hearing the Antarctic Proclamation, other organizations will start working on their own countermeasures to it. Look out, you brave ones. Future of humanity is in your hands. Future of humanity. That's right, that is what we're fighting to protect. And so the Quasters are starting to move. Those who destroyed Eos, one of the oldest civilization compared to our own. Even so, we need not fight them. Their genes are meaningless to us. The problem is that the Quasters could end up annihilating the Earthlings. We must secure a genetic sample from those primitives before it's too late. We want all of our scattered squadron gathered around the 5th planet. We'll wait for the right moment, and then they'll launch a general assault at the main planet. As you command. Seems we'll be finishing our duel soon, my Lamada. Who are these Quasters anyway? What a bunch of jerks. Oh, this is a good Akane. It looks like that pillar of light is destabilizing your little paradise. If you're not careful, I'm afraid they might even step inside. I will not let that happen. Gridman, the Strike Cruise jerks, the Quasters, I'll crush them all if I don't, I'll... Yes, very good, Akane. Let that desperation sink in. You fear you're going to lose everything you've built, and that shall make a glorious framework for our grand finale. The Quasters. It seems that the Earth is facing an unprecedented danger, dear mother. I don't care what happens to the planet. Understand, but we must get our revenge first. They must pay dearly for all the pain they've caused you. That's why we must finish our preparations. Helmund's pipe. Once it's completed, the final battle will begin. What is the status of this Angel Halos of yours? It's almost complete. Once the time is right, we'll move it to satellite orbit. What's your situation? Preparations are underway, but this is a time for caution. Failure is not an option. We must only proceed when victory is certain. You can leave that to me, and once everything is said and done, both the solar system and Pentagoda will kneel before us. I can already picture it. I didn't expect you to personally come here to see me. The end is almost here. We must make sure we've no regrets before it comes, wouldn't you agree? What are you going to do about the Quasters? Oh, them. Yes, I've been told. But we don't have to worry about them. We just have to keep doing what we're doing. You may be right. The Angel's Halo should make us short work of them, as it will everyone else. Ah, it's wonderful. You and I are truly the best of friends. You could have created that pure wool that Charles couldn't. Meaning you was the best thing that could have happened in my life. Q, Cray, crew, thanks to you and Queen Maria, this world will finally be at peace. And you believe you'll be able to change the situation? I do. If I were to stand between Emperor Poseidon and Lord Gawaz, I should be able to end their dispute. But a simple arms deal would be capable of so much. Let's just say that once you've been in the business for as long as I have, you pick up a few tricks. Besides, ready to do anything I can for your sake, Queen Maria. For my sake? Be no exaggeration to say that the best thing that has happened to me since coming to the solar system was meeting you. Queen Maria, once we bring an end to these battles, I would like you to join me in Pentagona. You wish for me to go to Pentagona? Yes, there are no more worthy to be its ruler than you. Things are getting fun, don't you think so, Mother? The word of those who call themselves Quasters will bring more and more chaos to the world. Let's have Zaludek stir the proverbial hornet's nest. That will be hard. That silly prince is so greedy he'll take any opportunity to throw his army in harm's way. With the world in turmoil, the desire of mankind swell and bloat beyond anyone's control. Those desires beget conflict, and as the fire of war spread, fear and despair will overtake the world. This is gonna be so fun! Can't wait to see the end of the world while holding Hikaru's lifeless body in my arms. Then go, Nova, bring fear and despair upon the world. Soon they will tremble at the mere mention of my name, Debonair. Ooh, we got some improved supports, huh? The Quasar's Antarctic Proclamation has left humanity stricken to its very core. Faced with an unprecedented crisis, mankind's thought to intermingle in a complex web, and the final battle looms close. I'm sure we have a whole bunch of fires to start putting out, don't we? Because why not? I'm sorry, what? We get 2 of these? Okay. Hello? Let's range up or terrain adaptivity up. I mean, these don't really show up that often. Sure, let's reach out and touch someone from farther away. How about 180 upgrades on her? Ooh, ooh. I mean, that's not bad, but it's kind of... I don't know. I guess that kind of makes sense for the normal upgrades to have something like that. And again, the weapon one is just energy and energy regeneration, so I don't know. The only thing left is fire control systems and the engine room stuff. That's for bonus range of the Dry Striker weapons. Another various upgrades for the Dry Striker. You actually have... Kinda surprised there's actual, like, side missions, you know? Okay. That one just sounds weird. So we'll do this one. Go kick freaking Gawaza's ass. So we're gonna take out Gawaza first and take on Poseidon, huh? Yeah. Following the Quasar's Antarctic proclamation, the Poseidon forces had drawn back and regrouped on Mars. If Poseidon was aware of Eos' existence, it's fair to assume they knew about the Quasars as well. I suspect Poseidon plans to observe the battle between Earth and the Quasars for now. Once a victor emerges, their forces will move in to crush the winner underfoot. So basically they're waiting for one side to wire themselves out. Talk about underhanded. And Gawaz is on the other sideline, waiting for Poseidon to overcommit. Just thinking about that guy becoming Pentagon's king makes me feel like I'm gonna break out in hives. In Gawaza Lawaz's eyes, it's the wisest course of action. Definitely is strategically sound, but the world can't be allowed to fall into the hands of a man willing to sacrifice innocence in the name of strategy. Let's be real, he's a minor player here, so it makes sense to take him down first. The question, however, is this. Without Full Flat providing us information, how do we pinpoint his location? Well, he's an utter simpleton. I knew where he was straight away. Ah, so you were the source, named Mohan. It feels a little silly asking this after everything that's happened, but just to be sure, you're okay with this, right? A silly question indeed. I live now so that I might see him die by my hand. And what would you do once you achieve that goal? Now that is a question, I suppose. How about we think about that one over together? You're practically a special member of the Shrike team at this point, after all. Just focus on what's in front of you for now. Whatever happens, we got your back. This all-women squadron idea isn't half bad. Hey, you make it sound like we're in a convent or something. Don't get the wrong idea. Once we end this war, some manhunting of a different sort definitely the next order of the day. So hey Cal, you want to join the Shrike team? The offer's open. If we just let you go, we're concerned you might end up like Nay after all. Thanks for the warning. I could tell you're determined to bring this to an end, Nay. Top of my road, there's something I wish to ask you before we strike down Gawaza. Of course, after Gawaza and Poseidon are no more, what do you plan to do? By the traditions of Pentagona world, to defeat the current rulers, to succeed them. You're a survivor of the Yamen and a leader of the rebellion. Should you overthrow Poseidon, you would be the next in line to rule. Well, I don't expect you to have an answer for me now, but I do expect you to think about it. What, you have no clear picture of your own future, but you wish to change the world? All I've ever done is try to fix things when I see something's wrong. I can understand that if you break the status quo, then you're the one responsible for what the future, what the future that comes after looks like. Responsible for the future, huh? Good, you understand the nature of revolution. Daba. A conversation worth having. Poseidon was a dictator, certainly, but also a unifier of sorts. To strike them down without a vision for what comes next would be irresponsible. Oh, I see. The circumstance demand Daba rise to the occasion is more than just a warrior. You're a self-proclaimed rival, right? So what comes next for Gable? Ah, fine question. After leaving Poseidon in my mighty wake, I would naturally be made head of all military matters. Following my marriage to Kuwasan Olabi, and we will be blessed with a beautiful baby boy and girl, whereupon... Yo, I think that's enough time in Gable's wonderland of never happening. It's good to dream, but for now, we have to fight that reality in front of us. Daba, I think I know what he's planning. Once all this fighting is over, is Daba going to... Any movement from Poseidon's forces? They're currently massing on Mars. As the Earthlings of the Quasters who draw first blood, Poseidon's making it out of this unscathed. Should Tassilo then take Zanscar's raid, we will be utterly unassailable. A very astute plan of action, Lord Gawaza. Why is your mouth so tiny, dude? We're taking every measure to preserve our forces. Everything is proceeding according to your calculation. Who else but you could deserve Pentagona's throne? I'm not stopping at Pentagona, you mean. Their solar system will soon be mine as well. Let me assure you, those who have remained loyal will be rewarded in ways you can scarcely imagine. While those who have betrayed me will receive the punishment they deserved. Lord Gawaza, the Drykers are fast approaching our location. Managed to detect our forces here? Nays with them, you should have seen this coming. Your orders, my lord. Intercept and annihilate them. Send a message to Double Myro of the Earthlings. Let them know who their new king is. Countdown. If you're coming for us, Drykus will be glad to face you. Here they come, keep your wits about you, everyone. Oh my. Let's see. There is. There's the endgame. I haven't actually tried using Silver Bullet Suppressor, have we? Guess we can give him a little shot. down. Let's go with that. There it is, Gawaza's fleet. Yeah, minus Gawaza. Knowing him, he's holed up somewhere, watching and waiting. Now just beat the extra 13 and force him out. McTobin, Lily, and Barngadia. If we're going to defeat Gawaza Lawa, stripping him of his force is where we have to start. We can't let the solar system or Pentagona fall into the hands of a self-centered scumbag like him. We got butts to kick, duh, but that rat's not getting out of this without a cold, hard dose of reality. That's what we're here for. Here to end this, Gawaza. If you want the world, you're gonna have to go through us. Just gonna start off with that. That should, yep. Holy crap, he actually has some hit odds on her. Oh, she's almost one-shotting these guys. I haven't seen this attack yet. Yeah, like any of these guys have a chance. Guess I kinda forgot to bust out the disrupt. There we go. Okay, good. She did dodge. That guy is almost dead. Of course he has over. Oh wait, what kind of... Okay! Death from above, I guess. I got him his custom bonus. But that's all he has. Oh, I thought that was one of the special dudes. Just realized. Where? There he is. Gotta get all that activated right. Well, think about it. How does the flames from Ray Earth work in space? I'm just gonna have to say magic.
侵略者は回り右して帰れ。翼の出力を限界まで最大パワー。
I just had a thought. Battle of the Wings. Wings of Light versus the Wing Zero. Although I guess Wing Zero doesn't exactly have a wing attack, but still.
There could be only one Wing Gundam.
この間合いでお前に勝ち目はないぞ。前より大貢献だ。止められるなら止めてみろ。もうダメだ。持たない。
I figured the pile bunker would be good against these guys. Aw. Yeah, no way for her to get in range for her attack. Well, I guess not. She can't use, like, snipe to, be able to hit from there.
やっていいの？ああ、思う存分暴れてこい。いいか、来た来た。
Oh, that's already up. Yeah, I gotta figure when to do that much damage. Dang it. Dang it, want to get her some EXC, but nope. The crit didn't happen. Then again, I probably should have just checked to see if a crit was possible, shouldn't I? Oh, wait. There we go. Trying to find a good spot to heal him from. Alright, Ryoma, I guess I'll let you have this guy. There we go.
いいのが効かなくても戦い方はある。命は空を支える力だ。遊びでやって。多少無茶でもやるしかない。対処の仕方は
Almost got him.
同じだ。 が効かない相手とは厄介だな。インファンネル。
You guys keep bringing out that beam resistance, but it's not that big of a deal. 1K at this point, the game's a drop in the bucket. Well, I mean, okay then. That did like nothing to her. It's we have a counter weapon. Oh, thank God. It's kind of weird that the best attack for the heavy metal main character is a beam weapon, you know? This, like, they keep bringing up the whole, they're beam resistant thing. I think it'd be something that, like, gets around that somehow. Eh. Or did you pick the wrong target? Looks like Sakura doesn't want to get left in the dust. No, not Wave Rider. Yeah, Beam Saber Hyper was enough. What the heck? Mind you, I do enjoy varying up my attacks and all that, but that just seems silly. Oh hey, one of the bosses going for Koji. Oh, come on. Soul wants to get restonated, apparently. I must see to Lord Kawaza's protection. I cannot die, not here. Chose to run away, Antu. You always had a knack for seizing an opportunity. I'll fight in your stead, Antu. Don't be sure they pay. Huh. That's who what I would expect her to go right for. Oh hey, wonder who's playing that AUG over there. Oh, that's what oh no, that's... Yeah, that's right, he has that weird, like I don't know how to put it. Like, it's got a whole bunch of different their mechs put together. I'm kind of impressed he could live through this. But not through this.
これ以上ポセイダル軍は進ませない。ここで決めるしかない。シーケンス FIEC すべてを解き放るキャノン発射。
私を後おる5が
Put her here. She should be in range of all the command ships and kill him next turn. I overextended dog! MF McToman has been shot down. Seems like kind of a weirdo, personally. An easy-minded spirit, precisely the kind of fellow who would align himself with Gawaza. I'll take your guys' word for it. Yeah, we're almost out of all the randos, at least on this side. Okay, yeah, that's just a rando. Yeah, most of them are just over there. There we go. Kind of surprised that she doesn't even get a freaking, like, cut-in picture. Hi, Lily. Oh, I'm 7 levels for her. No, this isn't happening. Not here, not like this! Lily Hasi, your fate was sealed the moment you allied yourself with Gawaza. So long, Lily. You had Gawaza and I had Daba. That's still gonna be a shoot down because, yep. Sometimes the support defend isn't the best move to use, you know? They got 11 of them left now. Wait, I thought charge was range 2 to 4. Now it's 1 to 4. When did that happen? You're there, I'm an idiot and just never noticed. Aye, there is a possibility, let's face it. And the field's a lot emptier now, isn't it? Wait, really? Oh, I guess he is 4 away. Dang it. There we go. We haven't seen the new Hell in Heaven yet. Well, not that battleship. He only has 45 HP left. Come on! Oh, you're killing me, game. I guess that's wrong. I'm killing you. There we go. How many other main dudes are left? End of the line. Forgive me, Antoon. Heckler, brainlessly dutiful right to the end. I think. Oh no, wait, we got this guy, don't we? Really? Amuro, of all people, can't get the freaking second attack off here? You have 4 arms. I've got 6, bitch.
あなたたちのせいで来訪者は肩身が狭いのです。イカルガの力を見せる時です。全力全開でいきましょう。さあ、フィナーレでリードを咲かせましょう。イカルガ突撃。やっぱりロボットは最高です。
This wasn't supposed to happen. Did I make the wrong choice? Indeed you did, Ganya Killis. Kawaza never had what it took to shoulder the world's burdens. If you understood that, this wouldn't have happened to you. That takes care of the pawns. Kawaza's still nowhere to be seen, however. If he's unwilling to show himself even after his followers are defeated, he's even more insignificant than I imagined. I know exactly what he's going to do next. Once he realizes he's at a disadvantage, he'll turn tail as surely as the sun rises. Stop over there! Is that where you're hiding, Gawaza? They found me? You don't know when to quit, do you, Gawaza? Who do you think you're speaking to? You stand before the future king of Pentagoda, this miserable solar system. My, what bold words right there. He's small time and so's his bluster. Don't pay any attention to him. As likely as a fairy tale, Gawaza. Enough of your fantasies. Who would follow a king who abandons his own men? You'll see, I'll face you myself, mano a mano. This is just sad. You've already lost. He sent his forces out to die just to protect what little pride he has left. He doesn't even deserve the train cleaning duty. A man like that isn't fit to interact with society, let alone rule it. It seemed we are duty-bound to end this and quickly. Just what were you hoping for? Just what you were hoping for, right, Daba? Right, lend me your strength, everyone. You insipid rabble won't make so much as a dent in my regal aspirations. We're done humoring idiots who don't even know they're idiots. His defeat is certain. Indeed, the man never had a hope of stopping Daba, of stopping the tide of history. Time to die, Gawaza. We're putting an end to your Sakid right here in the solar system. I just realized he doesn't even have the commander skill. Now ain't that just sad? Did they bring back? No, I guess they didn't bring Yantune back. What the heck? Oh god, I forgot about you, Bonager. What's his morale at? He's at... Yeah, it's at 170, so he really doesn't have any special equipment on his mech. Yeah. Gotta admit, that does make him pretty meh. Poor dude, he used to be so freaking broke back in freaking, oh, brain what? Oh, wait, here he is. Anyway, back in, Z. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Let's see. Can we use XL to get into a cheaper attack range here? There we go. You guys just keep missing Gao Gaigar. Hey, not who I was expecting you to go for. Oh, Gawaza, you shouldn't have done that. You know whose range you just put yourself into, right? Very nice. Hey, she even dodged. Huh, I was actually kind of expecting her to one-shot that guy. Not really get him in range of Poseidon, can I? Oh well, it doesn't really matter that much. Y'all know who can just one-shot his ass, right? What's his HP at? He's only got 57,000! Oh, look who's all alone now.
砲撃には気をつけないと。ここで決めるしかない。シーケンス FIEC すべてを解き放るキャノン発射。
Kinda a shame that if like we have a huge upgrade, like advantage over someone, the character can't just go, oh yeah, this is gonna be easy. Once I reform the arm, I'll send you pathetic cattle to the slaughter. Goodbye, Gawaza. With this, I can lay my memories of you to rest. Captain, we received a transmission from Gawaza's forces. Even one's not present, they're requesting a chance to surrender. Oh, even one's not present, or like in the fight. Let them know we accept their surrender. It only buys us some breathing room to focus on the Woolguru at Jupiter and Poseidon on Mars. We see a request for Commander Simon of MJP to participate in the gate operation of Jupiter. Then, before we deal with Poseidon on Mars, we should close out the battle with the Woolguru first. Now, but the final battle with Poseidon is almost here. Yeah, wait for me, Poseidon. I promise you I'm going to end this. Not exactly luxuriating in victory's afterglow, I see. I can't help but compare myself to Gawaza. He had a vision of his own, plans for what he would do after Poseidon's defeat. Gawaza wore the skin of an idealist well, but he was a malcontented cynic at heart. At first, Gawaza shared your concerns about Pentagon's future on Poseidon's rule. Soon enough, his goals shifted. He no longer sought to depose Poseidon, but to replace Poseidon. Authority changes a man. In Gawaza's case, he drowned in it. And that's what happened to Poseidon too. Daba. Poseidon was undoubtedly fueled by burning idealism when uniting Pentagona world. In time, that passion faded, leaving only the corruption and depravity of dictatorship. But there's no way you'd end up like that, Daba. Maybe, but there's nothing I dread more. You truly think that's the fate that awaits you once Poseidon is defeated? We'll have our answer soon enough about Poseidon's true intentions and Pentagona's future. And with any luck, I'll find out what full flat meant when you referred to the true Poseidon. We're going to win, everyone. Poseidon is cut from a different cloth than Gawaza. A bottomless terror enshrouds them. But we have no choice but to fight. But after defeating Gawaza, we have a responsibility to uphold. More than anything, I want to see the world that lies beyond Poseidon's fall. I think that's a sentiment we can all get behind. As long as this war continues, neither the solar system nor Pentagon is going to be able to enter a new age. That's why we're here to fight the good fight with you. It's the only way we're going to move past Poseidon. Thanks everyone, so grateful we came to this solar system. Your solar system made you all. You know, thinking back, a word of thanks is what led us to traveling together, Daba. And if you hold that gratitude deeply in your heart, I doubt anything's going to be able to slow you down. Hearing that from you puts my mind at ease a bit. Again, they're okay. Want to see that future you create just as much as you do. Let's roll, Daba. Wherever you go, I'll follow. We're rolling together, all of us. Gonna take more than one person to make the change we want to bring. Got that right. You move forward as a team. I know we'll have what it takes to create a better world than the one Poseidon made. There he goes. Actually, now that I think about it. Oh, free love spirit, huh? I think she added flash to hers. There she is. Activates 4C on all allies. We get any other new ones recently? Guess not, alright. Oh hey, I just saw that. The fairy's around. Guess we'll pick these up too. Oh, here we go. All of the AOS upgrades, baby! I guess... Yeah, good luck killing the Dry Striker once he gets a freaking barrier field at the top of everything else. Oh my gosh, he gets another one. I guess we get terrain adaptivity here. Don't it feel great to be utterly ridiculous? Let's give the Darian a little bit of love so he can chill up. Kinda wanna give him the range up. Admittedly, most of his stuff is postments or mobility up is a better option. And it basically has the same effect, you know? Oh. Yeah, the range up won't actually affect Goldion Finger, so that won't help out that, although... We'll bring up most of his attacks to 1 to 4. Or we could upgrade his mobility again. Because, duh. We actually hit 100 on most of my mainstays. Pretty much all of our guys have hit 100 that I really care about. Last time I actually... Oh, wait. Don't have enough money for more weapon upgrades. Never mind. Just thinking, let's try to get everybody up to weapons rank 8. Oh boy, I'm expecting we're having some kind of girl power episode going on here, written by some white men. Or Asian men, I guess, in this scenario. Okay, Leslie, how dare you? I'm just telling you like it is. Like cats and dogs, those two. Doesn't it ever get bored for them? Their frustrations have been getting dangerously close to the boiling point lately. Probably best let Daba handle mediation. Bet they'll calm down once he shows up. No, there's no need to fight you two. Everyone else has to deal with this too, you know. I'm sick of you always coming out with that self-satisfied look on your face. You get it, don't you, Daba? Whose fault is it that Leslie and I are always fighting? Is it mine? Even after all this time, you're still such a dish rag. Now you're here, we should ask you how you feel about things, Daba. Really isn't the place, guys. After the war's over, we can kick the can down the road right on schedule. Played along until now, but I've just about had enough. Okay? So that's how it is, Daba. You're just another man with a fondness for manipulating women emotionally. No, I never... This is unusual. I've never seen him come into an attack like this before. Look, when men are selfish, it's women who get hurt. Something wrong, Fa? Just think back to all the selfish behavior from certain men I saw in the AU. That stings. Wow, it's not just Daba. Lieutenant Quattro and Camille are getting told off too. Just hearing this stuff is giving me a stomachache. Guess even hotties aren't immune. Guys who aren't hotties are just extra big poopy heads. Like a certain self-styled hero who couldn't survive without support. Wait, talking about me? I mean, shouldn't we be used to having Azuru getting dunked on? I mean, the dry crew seem really frustrated. I don't have a problem with strong women, I just want them to stay kind and caring. Okay, you know what? We need to have a talk. You want us to fight and risk our lives on the front line, but you also want us to act like the mere doormats when it suits you? No matter how old they get, men just want someone to fulfill their pathetic mommy issues. Men in their eternally aggravating Oedipal complexes, huh? They want a mother figure to affirm them in their entirety. Call men what they are, spoiled, rotten brats. You want women to meet your crusty feminine ideals, try acting like a man for once. Or at least try to meet the standards we set on the regular at least. Now, calm down everyone. Hell no, as team leader I need you to hear our frustration more than anyone here. Everyone just seems to have the most generic, like, men suck complaints going on here. Like, they're not actually bringing up anything specific. They're just saying men are terrible because of this. Everyone's teaming up against Oliver. Reminds me of Azuru. Indeed. Help him, Marbet. Help him, Marbet. No, that won't be necessary. He needs to hear this, especially considering what's to come. Wow, Shrike Team really knows how to turn up the heat. Well, the role of women in a group like this has shifted dramatically since the days of the One-Year War. Women are playing active roles in traditionally male-dominated fields. Is that why some people say women have become more masculine? People say that. It's not like we're out here throwing our feminine sides in a lake. What we live in is an era where women can play both roles, which means men who can't maintain their sense of masculinity often feel their value as people is under threat. Gisette is no different. That's why we fight on the front lines. And once we formally succeed the throne, useless men are in for some capital P punishment. Let us not say things we cannot take back, Lady Asuka. Counterpoint, Ernie's cuter than any girl. A special case, still got his own masculine tendencies though, in a bad way. What's that supposed to mean? He's too obsessed with his own hobbies, total otaku. In other words, women can be whatever they damn well please and handle things just fine. I agree entirely. Wait, okay, are you saying Seeing you guys act pathetic all the time is a real drain on the sympathies, you realize? This is bad, real bad. We could try making a counterattack, but one wrong move and they're gonna let us have it. Fine, guess I have to do this myself. Koji! That's my bro, use your heroic presence to restore a good name. My esteemed female colleagues, is it not time to end this feud? Koji! I understand you loud and clear if you could humor me, and you're the one saying this for real, huh? You kept Sayaka waiting for a decade, now you're claiming to understand women? Give me a break. Plus, a decade ago, you thought being Masaguru's pilot gave you the right to badmouth Sayaka and the others. They put their lives on the line, you treated them like garbage, like dead weight there to slow you down. It was a different time, that's all. Yeah, well, that kind of outmoded thinking isn't gonna cut it anymore, of course. We're supposed to hear it just added more fuel to the fire. So much for a peaceful solution, and at a time like this too. No worry, just need to show them what we can do. Right, with the captain on our side, I'm sure we can resolve this. Wait. And of course, we only have the ladies as options here. Oh god, I just realized how many units we can field here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Why are you making me feel people that are level 20? Oh god! Oh god! Everyone hide in the ship like Oz handled this fight! Listen well, everyone! Your dissatisfaction with certain crew members, certain male crew members specifically, hasn't escaped my notice. It saddens me to see this result in such a schism within our ranks. As the officer in charge, it's necessary to pass a firm ruling on a matter for both sides. What matter? However, just this once I've decided to fight alongside you, Commander Mitsuba, so you understand what we're going through, huh? Exactly what? What are the guys doing that's so horrible at the moment? Give some specifics here. We need to show the men we can handle things just fine without them, precisely for lack of a better term. Like they almost come. Oh god, they actually said girl power. We're back in the 90s! Being here feels a little awkward, not going to lie. Be careful everyone, we receive reports of unknowns in the region of space. No problem, whenever Dukes show up, we'll bop them good. Can't believe we're getting dragged along on this. Think of it as a central mission to maintain the emotional harmony among the crew, which some personal feelings intermingled, Natch. Incoming unknowns detected. Looks like our bait caught a nibble. Oh great, it's Quasters. Quasters confirmed! Sizable number. Let's ask our allies in back for support, shall we? That won't be necessary. Exactly right, Commander Mitsuba. We back down here, we're laying women everywhere down. Oh god. Time to show what what women can. Oh god. Yeah, oh hell no, not with our level 20 people and the freaking gun blasters. Not gonna knock the ladies in those mechs, but I mean, the mechs suck. They're also horribly underleveled. And they're all level 81. Oz, you jump in the back. Please handle this. An all-women's world, that might be nice. Really? Is this supposed to be like, well, not exactly like Miriamism thing that's been currently being usurped and all that for horrible violent means? Oh, see, this is pretty great. I can really cut loose without anyone to cramp my style. Hope you said your prayers, because I'm hitting you with everything I've got. My, she's been holding back this whole time, has she? Or C2's just eating this all up as the troll lord she is. Oh, this entire fight is going to suck. Oh no! Oh god. This might have been a mistake. Here I go, kid. Gonna kick so much butt, or he's gonna be singing my praises for days. And it's all you. I'm playing sidekick this time, or like side sidekick. God, there are some of my stronger units here. Yeah, I guess they are only 50% upgraded, aren't they? I guess not go out too far. God. Let's go with that. This area demands we be strong, and I intend to meet its challenge with strength and beat. I shall strike you down. Men, women, it doesn't matter right now. I'm fighting with everything I have. Oh wait, whoops, I didn't see where your single line was there. No lines for Kutaha or Excellin, I just noticed. Oh, come on, Sakura should at least had some kind of line about Ogami's two-timing. Also, I know Black 6 is here. Alright, punks, bring it on! Happily put every last one of you scumbags out of your misery. So, I guess that tells it for Angie being a girl, huh? Commander Mitsuba considered double-checking, but what the hey, decided Angie could come if they wanted either way. Oh, they can't use rabbit attack? Because the guys aren't allowed to feel right. Without the boys, you're gonna need to go in even harder than usual. Kinda boring without any hotties watching me, though. Congratulations on basically taking the wind right out of you. All the what's going on here, Tenmaki? This Gal Figar is pretty decently leveled and upgraded. I guess Kaku's agent ain't too bad either. No. Double no. Triple no. What is... Oh, it's only at 50%. Fu should be able to do okay here. Thomas Lessie's. Ew. Not upgraded at all. You know, Gabe, if you're gonna have them trying to prove this point, give them some free upgrades or something temporarily at the very least, please. Because, oh god. The times are changing. We're changing with it, however, I tend to maintain my sense of femininity even as I fight ever onwards. Yes, please target Oz, please. That's not bad, being out with it here without men screwing things up. Feels like I can be true to myself. It's been too long since I last fought without the gaze of others judging me. Now behold, this is how a warrior fights. I'm like, think about it. Isn't it kind of out of character for Oz to do the whole old world, women world thing, given the fact that, you know, her and her brother, like, she really cares for the guy? That just feels wrong? Really, kind of wish that there were more stuff involving Oz and Edge now that he's joined up. I know the game can't really, like, plan for you to have him in the group, since he's optional. Oh god, what if we did have Edge in the team? I mean, not Edge in the team. Edge is the main character. That would make things slightly awkward at this point. Male feud, it doesn't matter, we're all fighting for the sake of humanity. Seeing how fired up the captain is, however, I suppose I'll make an exception. Cool on the outside, fire on the inside. That's our captain for you. Although from what she said, does that mean that she should want the guys to be helping out here? Let's go now, Lizzie, when especially guys at the Queen Alliance for a reason. Let me give you a demonstration.
3G の連中には負けられないからね。一気に決める。ヘルアンドヘブン。元気る感動駆動。
I guess it's a good thing we were leveling up Gafaigar.
観念するんだね。そろそろとどめて。狙った。
Let's see. Come on. Unlike guys, fellow women actually listen to my instructions. Although it does feel a little lifeless without Azure and the others around. I mean, was that a problem before? Inoki! Quiet, Kay, today it's our turn to shine. Yeah, but... Kay, you are being annoying. I'm letting off some serious steam, so try to stay out of my way.
ヘッドダイバーでもあるんだから。コントロール。
there's only 2 left. Oh, I just realized she can't actually use her team-up attacks either. Even though she has nothing to really add on this matter. God, her beam sword attack is 7,800. All hostiles neutralized. That was crazy. Inevitable outcome. I expected no less, Commander Mitsuba. Testament to the hard work of our female crew members. You guys are amazing. Never doubted for a second. You're beautiful, strong, frankly awesome. We need you Stop bending over backwards now. We fulfilled our duties, nothing more, nothing less. You're not mad at us? We were never angry to begin with. Just wanted to vent and let it all out for once. Man, this was a quick turnaround. Had to kick so much butt, I'm starving. Think you can add a little bit of meal preparation today, oh mighty menfolk? Sure, we'd be happy to. I freaked out a little bit when I heard the women got fed up and left, but it seems like things have calmed down. I don't like taking your feeling of dissatisfaction out on some unsuspecting bad guys. Mitsuba understood that and came up with a solution on her own. Very impressive. Let's head back, everyone. We're gonna have the men sit down and listen properly to what we've been up to today. I suppose should have known this was personal to some degree. I don't know, when have the women really been that mistreated by the crew? I mean, the entire operation is headed by Mitsuba. Once again, I'd like to deeply apologize for the appropriate way I behaved in the past. Glad to hear it, Master. When were you involved, Lisa? It's really Sayaka you should be apologizing to, though. Renee is right, Koji. You need to let Sayaka know pronto. Just because you're married doesn't make you some master mediator of the sexes, Tetsuya. Of course, I'll be sure not to overstep my bounds. Men and women are always going to live on the same planet, so we need to make sure we're not split all the time. In the case of Baron Ashura, that split is literal. Ashura was created from a married couple and their heart and body became one. Is that so? I bet you and Oliver are planning to marry once this is all over, right? That's right. Honestly, having a kid like you would be a dream come true, so you're gonna be a mom. Still just a dream. But I can't accomplish it alone. Wouldn't want a world without Oliver. That is to say, without any men. And without women, children would never be born. Right, just a little bit difficult to do without one or the other. I gotta tell everyone about you and Oliver. Hope they'll put an end to the fighting. Not sweet, Uso, but you don't need to. Everyone realizes it already. We're fighting to protect life. In so doing, fighting to ensure those lives not yet created can be. Right. Thanks for opening up about that, Marbet. The Shrike team shares your dream, all of us. So whatever happens, we'll ensure no harm comes to your Captain Oliver. Thanks, everyone. Yay, babies! I think that's simply wonderful. On your side, too, of course. If you need someone to handle regular checkups, just ask. And if I see Oliver being excessively sweet to another girl, I'll clobber him for you. In return, I hope you let us hold the baby when the time comes. To the world, a new life is something truly precious. Of course, the second this is all over, they're suddenly baby crazy. You gonna, like, actually upset the gender norms, or what? Everyone's all smiles now. It's like the fight never even happened. June gets that look on her face, too, from time to time. Bringing a new life into the world does give you a different perspective on it all, I'd imagine. We have to do our best to protect those who live and all who lives to come. Agreed. With our power united, we can do anything. Beautiful, righteous, and strong. That's the dry cruise, all right. Say what now? That's not a front mission. That's... what? Oh, I have a feeling it's gonna be like a fight against the DLC enemies, probably? Yeah, this feels like the usual front starts. Where are we? Did we somehow get pulled between dimensions? It's emerging from the center of the distortion. The fuck? What is that thing? We have to prepare for anything. Scramble every unit we can. Why is Didarian suddenly at the top? Oh, he's got... Why does he have two of those there? What? I guess let's bring our big hitters, I guess. Completely forgot about you. Huh, he has an SP regeneration aura, apparently. I did give the target some upgrades, so why not? Oh yeah, Gridman, of course, he'd be great. That's great, there we go. What is that? It's huge! It's actually much smaller than it originally was. Have you forgotten? There's a person in there! A person? Not quite sure I quite fit that description. Who are you? It is F. Oh my gosh, why are we having a Z character show up all of a sudden? I thought I recognized that mech. Have I heard that somewhere before? I was once known as Saint Advent, but now I am merely Advent. It fills me with joy to see all these familiar faces. What are you talking about? Oh, my apologies. Should mistake the souls for from a world beyond the karmic horizon for the ones I know. What? So it's from a different universe. So it would seem. I'm not entirely certain now how myself. You know, you're pretty laid back about all this. Am I? Once long ago, I was a stubborn, supercilious, known to many as an enemy of all life in the universe. How can you say that so calmly? As I said, it was a long time ago, about 120 million years to be precise in your frame of reference. I really don't know what to think about this guy. Yeah, he doesn't quite seem all there. So, Mr. Advent? Just Advent, if you please. I need not be addressed as Mr., Sir, or Buddy. Alright, Advent, we of the Autonomous Core Dry Cruise have to return to our dimension. Would you happen to know a way we can leave this dimension rift? I certainly do. It'd be no trouble at all to return you with my powers of dimensional manipulation. Well then, but not for free, I'm afraid. What, you want us to pay you? Us being able to pay our way out of this is actually one of the better alternatives. I have no interest in your currency. In fact, I do not experience desire for material objects as you understand them. All I desire is to wallow in my regrets, drift from world to world, and ultimately fade away. I'm afraid I don't quite understand where we fit into that. Draikus, I'd like to have a bout. What? You want to fight us? Don't misunderstand. It's nothing personal. I have nothing against you and no interest in your world. I would just like an opportunity to exercise myself, as it were. You know, for someone who looks so chill, you're a real nut job. You are not the first to accuse me of such. Regardless, I am at peace with it. You didn't mention people saw him as stubborn, but beyond that, he's rather mellow, isn't he? Well, Captain Mitsuba, your orders? Let's take him up on this, I suppose. It's our only way back. I appreciate you indulging me. Hypsistos Z2 is full of joy. Hypsistos? That means supreme among gods. Yes, that's quite a title. It no longer lives up to it, I'm afraid. Now it's only supreme in shame. If we're going to do battle, do you mind if I even the odds a bit? Whoa, they all look so strong! They appear from nowhere. Is this being actually a god? Doesn't matter who he is, we can't back down. You're right, we have to win our way back home. All units, focus fire on Hypsistos D. Beware, he's beyond any enemy we've faced yet. Here we come, like you said, nothing personal and only our best. Wonderful! Let this battle inflame the passions of my soul. Seriously, why are we suddenly having a Z? Oh, like, what? Yep, he's got his triple action, supreme. What's even the point of giving him freaking energy regeneration if it only costs 10? He has his map attack costs a bit more. Oh, whoops. Why? What? There we go. I hit the wrong button for trying to mark out the range of his main attack. Oh, that's a wasted turn right there. Isn't that his old mech, I think? The Abscalis? I think, maybe? Might be wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his old mech. Man, I thought this was gonna be some random fight, but no, we're fighting a secret super boss! I mean, I'm not really gonna complain. I love the Z3, well, the Z series. All 5 of them. Admittedly, I haven't really played much as the Z2 ones. About to say, wait, Ernie can't one-shot this guy at that health? Because he dodged. There we go. What skills do these guys have? Potential level 5, Fighting Spirit, and Support Attack 3? Support Attack 5, but 3? I don't think we really need to worry about moving our guys into range here. Very nice. Or at least I'm hoping to force Advent to move into closer ranges before he starts blasting. I mean, honestly, the usual main, like, strategy for taking out super boss, well, any of the big bosses really in an SRW game, is basically focus fire. Kill them before they can really start getting going. Mind you, building up, damn it, sun in my eye. Anyway, building up. Really? There. Anyway, building up morale is also important too, but still. What's the boss gonna do once it's dead, you know? Of course you do need to be careful that you don't walk into multiple health bars. Good. Actually, we should probably rust her out here. dang it. You just had to target someone who can't fight back, right? Admittedly, boss does make this a lot simpler too, since the dude can just help out a lot with his freaking wall. Everybody loves having a free wall up on the entire party. Really? Does no one want to go after Oz? Come on. I guess we know which way he's going. 0% hit odds on her? They taught me the importance of staking my life on my fight. With me, Hepsistos Z, I will draw power from my life as they did.
少し痛いかもしれない。すべては光と共に始まる。
Yeah, don't forget, if it was a freaking, I guess he does have a wall up anyway. Anyway, Advent was freaking, like, universal size? He was supposed to go, it was like, Cable going up against the Gurren Lagann guys. Oh, good. We can start surrounding. Oh, there's only 4 of these guys left, and they shouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh, I just realized, yeah, we should, yeah, if those guys were in position to support attack with each other, that would be bad. What level are these guys? 114! That. Oh good, she is in range. Oh god, guy isn't gonna be able to reach. Oh, that's annoying. That was a very weird ass map attack. Part of me doesn't actually want to go all out at the moment. Feels like we can't really bring all of our strength to bear, you know? Moving him there into one of the blind spots for the map. Oh no, wait, we need to leave one of those spots open for Gao Gaigar. At least she has perfect dodge odds.
私の攻撃を見てほしいな。ウルティウムデウスイニティウム。今、光が宇宙を見た。
単調な行
How much damage will he do to someone like Koji with wall up?
良き攻撃には良き攻撃で応える天水イニティウム。今光が宇宙を見
Or Koji will just dodge it. Oh man, I was trying to test something there.
変動をさせてもらっていいかな。ウルティウムデンスイニティウム。今光が宇宙を見た。君は死虚空の輪廻を
Well, that attack is just cosmic. It only does 1,500! That means it would only do about 6,000, I guess? Doesn't that kind of feel a bit weak for what we just witnessed there? Ooh, he's got morale down, huh? Come on. I'm still surprised we're getting 0%. Well, he has 0% hit odds on our real types. Thankfully, Uso won't actually get hit by that. Oh, it's got him down to half health now. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Oh, congrats, dude, you got no friends.
機体の調子は悪くない。いけるはずだ。インファンネル。いけ。忘れがたったものを思い出す。
Guess he would remember Amrio kicking his ass, and we still haven't actually seen what his full HP is. He's got 220,000 HP, okay. Yep, there it is. Look at all them misses. Oh, he dodged, okay. Oh. Or Darian hasn't gotten to do anything here. Okay, so, first up. Disrupt. Oh, he's already analyzed. Good. There we go. Talk to the hand! Oh, okay. We did it! He's down! We won! Indeed you did. You're even more powerful than I was expecting a second form. We are? Honestly, it didn't look to me like you were going full tilt there. What, you wanted us to haul out everything we had while you were pulling your punches? Not exactly. Hepsistos Z and I are still recovering, at least for now. This was indeed my best. I suppose after 8 more rounds, I may have accessed my full power. You mean we won't see the full power of Hepsistos Z unless we first battle you 9 times, and this was the first. That would be accurate. I will be waiting here in this rift. Please come visit any time. I'll even give you some consideration for your time. This for the round. Please accept it. Oh, okay, so we're supposed to just keep fighting him 10 times? Thank you very much. We appreciate the gesture. How gentle and polite you are. The people of your Earth must be a lovely people. Really? Didn't think you should use me as an example for everyone on the planet. Well, Advent, yes, so we'll return you to your world as agreed. I will eagerly await your return. I hope to see you again soon, Dry Cruise. An encounter at the edge of the karmic horizon. I am not a god, but I feel joy in this encounter and gratitude to all life. Okay, so the secret super boss of this game is frickin' Advent! Yeah, and we could just keep free fighting that as much as we want. I guess that does give a bunch of MXP, doesn't it? And cash. I do wish we didn't have to fight him freaking 10 times to actually unlock that final battle, though. That's a lot of grind. Increase the weapon attack in increments of 100 based on current morale attack increase caps at 500. Alrighty. Alright, that seems like a good spot to leave off for now. So thank you very much for coming on out. Happy New Year to everyone on this day. Admittedly, this won't be much in the VOD and all that, but still, Happy New Year. And I guess I'll see you all again in the next one.